Hey everybody, what's up? Crypto Cody here with Bitcoin Fam. You guys could please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. That would mean the world to us. We are here to bring news to you guys about cryptocurrency and all the things that are going on. Today, we're going to talk about Powell, and we're going to talk about how he was questioned about cryptocurrency and how we're going to be moving forward with all of the regulations or deregulations of cryptocurrency. Let's check it out. Fed Chair Powell on cryptocurrency bank proficiency able to handle crypto. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Annual report from the Financial Stability Oversight Council. Among the risks outlined is cryptocurrency. Could you talk about those risks now? And regarding individuals and households, perhaps distinct from the concern about the financial system, do you worry that speculation in this unregulated asset class could hurt their financial well-being, or do you think it has a place in a household's portfolio?
Our role with Bitcoin really is to look at, with crypto, really is to look at the banks, and you know, we think it's, you know, banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. A good number of our banks that we regulate and supervise do that. You know, the threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging in crypto activities, and that's because they're so new. And you know, we don't want to make the mistake. If you're making a choice to conduct that activity inside a bank, which is inside the federal safety net with deposit insurance, then you want to be pretty sure that it's a safe and sound activity. So, you know, we're not against it.
It's the key here is insurance, okay? For fraudulent activity that could be happening for people within their own crypto holdings of some bank. I mean, the reality is this, is that if somebody were to scam your credit card, okay, you call the bank, you tell them this is not me spending this money right now. And they have insurance policies in place when you initially signed up with that bank that's going to take care of the fraudulent activity and refund you. The problem is that we don't have those insurance policies in place with centralized banks right now. That is the issue at the moment. And you know, and there are some that are out there, but it ultimately is the ideal problem. And the reason why it's the problem, in my opinion, is because that I'm going to throw a percentage out there. I'm not going to say that this is the actual percentage, but let's just say 90 to 95% of people are dependent when it comes to their finances. They are not independent, okay? 5 to 10%, you know, arbitrary numbers here, 5 to 10% of people are independent, which means that they are willing to take the risk, which is why those are the people that end up making the most money in the cryptocurrency world anyways. But the thing is that once the banks start offering that insurance policy that actually helps people with fraudulent activity with cryptocurrency, you know, take Coinbase, for example. Phenomenal company. I've got a buddy who has a friend that fell into one of those cryptocurrency scams with Coinbase, where somebody was trying to get him to transfer money to a specific account or whatever. I don't even remember what it was. By the way, if anybody ever asks you to transfer money, you know, and you think you're calling Coinbase, or if you think you're calling crypto.com, or if whatever exchange it is that you're trying to get a hold of to figure out how to transfer funds, if they ask you for your seed, if they ask you for your passphrase, if they ask you for your passwords, if they ask you for anything, they are not legit. Do not follow them. Do not accept them. You know, anyways, I'm sorry this is a rabbit trail, but my point is that you got to be careful of all the scams that are out there right now. That's just the reality, okay? There's so many scams. And because there's so many scams, there's a lot of banks that don't want to they don't want to provide insurance policies with cryptocurrency until the regulations are in place. Now, this is right here, Powell, what he might say in this video, which was released like yesterday or today, yesterday, I believe, is all about the regulation with centralized banks for cryptocurrency. So anyways.
And we certainly don't want to take actions that would cause banks to, you know, to terminate customers who are perfectly legal just because of excess risk aversion, may be related to regulation and supervision. So
with respect to households and their inclusion in their asset plans?
That's kind of it's not really our bailiwick. You want people to be knowledgeable about the financial engagements that they have. And that's why we have, the securities laws that we have. It's why, if you read a mutual fund prospectus or a individual stock prospectus, you want households to have the chance to understand the risk that they're taking. And, I do think it would be helpful.
See, he keeps on saying, understand the risk that you're taking. We want to eliminate the risk, okay? With regulations of cryptocurrency, there should also come benefits of less risk. Regulation helps create less risk. Deregulation, sometimes might create more risk. But the reality is that when you regulate something, it should also help give you the benefit of less risk on the asset that's being regulated.
If there were a greater regulatory apparatus around crypto, and I think that's something Congress was working on quite a lot. We've actually spent a lot of time with members of Congress working together with them on various things. And I think that would be a very constructive thing for Congress to do.
This was great. This was good. This is good. This right here is saying that we are moving forward with very positive regulations for cryptocurrency. And based on what I've seen with Donald Trump and his administration and David Sachs and Elon Musk and all of these people that are coming into play with the new Trump administration and cabinet, all of these pro-crypto people are all about proper regulations that are going to help not just the independence of those who are involved in cryptocurrency, but the dependence of those that are involved in cryptocurrency, those who do not want to have a lot of independence, those who want to be more involved in the centralized banks so that they can actually have the banks manage their assets that are translated from a cryptocurrency perspective. So, that to me is amazing. And I think that this right here was a positive thing. And, I really think in the end, what is really important is that we understand that regulation is a good thing. Over regulation is not. And the one thing that I have a lot of faith in with the new Trump administration is that we will not have a lot of unnecessary regulation for cryptocurrency. Just enough to actually help us get into the centralized banks so that people that are needing the dependency of banks to manage their assets and those who are independent with their cryptocurrency can actually still, trade in peace, with their crypto. Trade in peace with crazy long-term and short-term capital gains. How can we trade in peace? How can we? Well, with the Trump administration, I think that we're going to have a lot less. I think with David Sachs, we're going to have a lot less crazy taxation on long-term and short-term capital gains. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But this is all good news. I'm excited about this. So anyways, have an awesome day, guys.